Hey everybody, welcome back to Sam's Doing Stuff. What am I doing today? Well, break time's over, boys. Get back to pushing that broom. I cannot stand sitting around, and yes, it's a good thing to take it easy. Thanksgiving holiday was the best time to sit around and be fat. And boy, did I do a lot of that. But it's time to get back at it. My back is feeling good, you know, I think it's safe, get some work done. Time to stop being lazy. And speaking of lazy, it's time for someone to come down and finally do some work. This guy up on the shelf over here has been labeled by subscribers, if you're new to the channel, as the Lazy Snowman because he sits in the background. You see him all the time when we're working in the barns, and he never does a damn thing. He just sits there and smiles. So it's Christmas time. It's time to get him down and put him to work. Now, of course, he does come apart. We could take him apart every year and he would take up less space, but I decided it would just be easier all around to mount him to a pallet and put him up on this shelf. You know, and then he gets to just sit around and watch all year. Hopefully we can get him off of here nice and cleanly without dropping him, or, oh, he's gonna get hooked on that, isn't he? A little bit, you coming by it? Yep, we got it. All right, we're good. Now we gotta lower him down nice and gently. There we go. How's it going there, Snowman? All right, here we go. Oh yeah, we're good. Right there, little snowman limbo. Let's see Frosty the Snowman do this trick. Yeah, baby. All right, let's go up the house. So all we'll do is we'll put this white tarp at the bottom to cover up the pallet. It looks like snow then, and he's probably one of the easiest decorations we have to set up. Just put him in place, stake him down, plug him in and light him up. I'll give you guys a shot at the end of this video to show you what all the decorations look like together. So, but right now, let's go do some real work. Oh, I gotta tell y'all, if I didn't feel behind the 8 ball before, I'm feeling it now. All you gotta do is miss a week. Heck, you gotta miss a day. Yeah, so we had some wind. Yeah, blew the door right off. Just when I got it fixed. It was never really on there very good. I should have done better. Hinge got kind of toasted. Yeah. Oh well. How about a brick? There we go. There we go. 22 degrees this morning. I'll tell you one thing that's good though. No mud season. Ground is frozen solid. If I had another hinge, you know, another one that worked, go inside and put a board across. Yeah, that's what I'll do. All right, let's go inside. This piece looks just about right.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
So now that that's done, let's just pretend that we want to make some firewood around here. You know, like that's what we're supposed to do. And let's get things inside. If you remember from the last video, and maybe even the video before, I really want to get this mess cleaned up. This is mostly just chunks. It's all just chunks that are, you know, uglies and stuff. I want to get these kind of compiled, and I want to split them up. I want to get them into my parents' pile, get this all done. But as I look around, I kind of feel like I need to get this stuff moved into the barn first. If I get this into the barn, then it won't get snowed on. That's right. Tonight, we might get 2 to 4 inches of snow. That's a pretty good start. Yeah, we're moving, we're doing, we're getting things done. Yeah, makes me feel good. All right, this is, like I said, a good start. The goal is always, when inclement weather is coming, to have stuff to do in the barn. So get stuff in the barn. did it. I can't believe I did it. Took me almost all day, but everything's all cleaned up and everything's in place where it should be. I just got it out of the way so I can plow down here and keep this area clear. This is all the scraps. This is all that scrap crap. And I had to noodle a couple of these. The rest of them I think are manageable, be able to put them on the axis. This is all good stuff. This is all lined up to fill the trailer for tomorrow evening. That's kind of, I mean, it's ready to go, but that's not the most important thing right now. The most important thing is I got to get the plow on the tractor. So time to get the bucket off and get the plow on. Would you look at that? All ready to plow. I've got 3 minutes to spare. My daughter gets home in 3 minutes. So they are predicting, as I said, 2 to 4 inches for tomorrow morning. And that's why I got all this done. I've been itching to do this anyway. I'm so glad I got all that done. I'm ready to work in here, ready to do some splitting tomorrow, no matter what. No matter if we get a dusting or a foot, I'm ready. Yeah. All right, we'll see what happens. I'll see you in the morning. Well, it snowed. That's right. It's definitely a winter wonderland around here this morning. They were correct in their predictions, which, you know, happens now and again. We got probably, I don't know, 4 inches or so, give or take. Maybe a little more here or there. Anyway, definitely needs plowed. And I am so happy that I made the preparations yesterday and got ready for this because, you know, better to be ready than to not be ready. Let's get plowing. Well, that'll do for now. Yeah, at least for here anyway. Now it's time to go over, do the same thing at Mom and Dad's. Plowing snow. Now that is one area that this little subcompact Kubota BX shines like a diamond. I love plowing snow with this machine. When you put the plow on this, it's small, it's nimble, four-wheel drive, up and down, left to right with the hydraulics. It's fantastic. Absolutely a dream. You know, they sell a snowblower for this, but around here I don't think I would go with a snowblower. I like the plow. Now you've got to change it from the loader to the plow like I did. That took me about 15 minutes, give or take. You know, now when I bought this machine, we had 3 acres. We had a long driveway just like we have now. And I wanted something to mow the lawn and plow snow. That was the only 2 qualifications. One machine that I could mow the lawn and plow snow, and it checked those boxes big time. But now that I'm into firewood, you know, needs have grown. I cannot believe the amount of things I've used this Kubota BX for. They call it the Swiss Army knife of tractors for a reason. And yeah, but now that I've gotten into firewood, like business, trying to sell firewood, totes of firewood are a big part of it, moving logs, you know, I complain a lot about the loader lift capacity on this. And it's one of those it is what it is things. It's a subcompact tractor. You can shim the hydraulics, you can put new hydraulics on, you can do all kinds of things, but it's a tiny little tractor and you're probably gonna end up damaging it. So its lift capacity is what it is. And I don't think I wanna put that loader back on this tractor. I think I wanna leave the plow on for the rest of the winter. Well, Sam, what are you gonna do to manage logs and move baskets of firewood and all that kind of stuff? You use that loader all the time. Grapple, pallet forks, you name it. I think you're gonna have to tune in on Saturday when I'm doing more stuff. See you then.